Hello, TikTok. So I'm recording this on TikTok and I'm going to upload it later to, if I can get this unstuck, my YouTube and my Facebook group because I kind of wanted to expand and do skin cycling for the second time in more places. So that's what we're doing. We're going to take all this jewelry off. If you jump on, say hey to me so I can say hey. So tonight is night 1 of skin cycling. And basically, we are going to exfoliate today. And we're going to keep it light on the moisturizer. We're not doing any retinols. We're not doing any, like, anti-aging. None of that. Because we are going to use our glowing green toner pads, which you can either do a physical exfoliant on night 1 or you can do a chemical one. So our toner pads are a chemical. It's got lactic acid in it, so it does do like a chemical peel effect, but it's gentle, and it also has witch hazel in it. So we're going to do that this time. Last time when I did it in my Facebook group, I used skin polish, which would be a physical, because it is, where is it? It is our face mask. I love this face mask. It's got jojoba beads in it, and it smells like lemon. It's so good. And it's super moisturizing too. So I like to use this one a lot in the winter, but you don't want to use, is it this one? Toner pads are good for acne. That's what I was thinking. So you don't want to use a physical exfoliant because this has like the little beads in it. So if you have acne spots that are like open, you don't want to, like, you know, you could tear the skin. You don't want to do that. I need my make-off spray because we have makeup on that we need to get off first. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, so first of all, always double cleanse. Now, you can either double cleanse 2 ways. I love to use make-off, especially if I am using any of our enduring things. So this lip color I have had on since I did my live on Facebook at like 12 o'clock, and I did no touch-ups. No touch-ups. And I have this green eyeliner that I smudged. I had lashes on, so that's why I look a little funny. I have this green eyeliner, which is also waterproof, and that takes a little bit of work to take it off. So, for 10 seconds, and then, I don't even know, has it been 10 seconds? Watch this. It's going to be like the greatest magic trick ever. So our make-off spray is an oil-free formula. It's only got 3 ingredients. Look at this. Hello. So it's only got 3 ingredients in it. It feels oily, but it doesn't feel oily. It's so weird. So it just breaks it all down and just like makes it go places. It's so cool. Super disappearing act. So I don't usually, the reason I'm going live in one place is because my daughter has my son's laptop and my son has his phone. So I can't go live in all the places that I wanted to be at one time. So I was like, we'll just go live in one place and download it, and then we'll have to put it other places later. That's what we're working with right now. That's what we're working with. Look at that. It's gone, baby. It's gone. Ugh. Okay. And I am weird. I don't like using my washcloth that I'm going to use to wash my face. So to make a point, look. See that? I like to get all this off first and just throw it away. I don't have my makeup wipes in here. They're in my office. Okay, moving right along. So now we're going to wash this face. Personally, for me, I am going to use Dream Clean, which is in my shower. This is for acne-prone skin. And, yeah. It has aloe and soapberry in it. It's for normal to oily skin. So it can kind of go either way. Whatever. I get acne spots, so we use it over here. But my skin is also dry, so it's kind of like a pain. It really is. And I can use, like, sometimes what I'll do is I'll use Quench Cleanse in the morning, which is for dry skin. Because in the winter my skin gets super dry, but to keep my face from breaking out and all of that, I will use Dream Clean to make sure I get everything off my face at night. So that way I have less problems. Less problems. I don't want, I was going to say mo money, mo problems, but that ain't going to work here, so we're just not going to. I didn't finish the thought. Okay. Got the face all... Pepper! Stop it. My cat is in here, and she decided she's going to start clawing things while I'm on live. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because she's clawing at my bed frame, and that is not allowed. Okay. Oh, I like it to be a more like foamy. Is that the word that I want? I can't think at nighttime, guys. This is why I don't do things at nighttime. Things don't happen. Alright. So, skin cycling night 1 is basically just going to be cleaning the face and exfoliating the face. That's basically all you're going to do. You don't want to do any slugging or anything like that tonight. If you don't know what slugging in is, some people like to use, for example, a bunch of Vaseline and like really lather up their face. You don't want to do any of that because your pores are going to be open. And you don't want all of that to carry deeper into the skin. You're not trying to have all of that, okay? Because it can cause irritation. And if you're using a retinol or a Defrin, which Defrin, if you don't know what Defrin is, it's like a prescription. If you're using that, you wouldn't want to use that tonight with your pores being open. Plus, if you overuse a retinol or Defrin, you can cause skin irritation and redness and dryness and flakiness. We are not going to be using that when we get to, I think it's night 2 or 3. If you have that and that's what you like to use, that is totally okay. Alright, we're going to leave it a little bit damp because no, I lied. I'm like a step ahead of myself. I'm thinking about other things. My brain is like everywhere at one time. So they're individually packaged. That way it keeps all the product on the pad evenly balanced. Like, do you remember do they even still make the Stridex pads? How they had like them all stacked on top of each other? Do you remember that? Okay. So it's got a little finger pocket. And then you're just gently going to do light circles around. Okay? And you can even use this if you are switching to an aluminum-free deodorant, which, by the way, we have one. You can use this as a detox. Because if you go from an aluminum deodorant to an aluminum-free deodorant, you may have a detox period that you're going to have to go through. Anybody ever tried to switch deodorants to like a more natural deodorant and you felt like it didn't work and that you were still smelly? Anybody? Because I know before we came out with one, I had tried like Tom's, which I found out's not super great, and I think Hello. Face is really not that bad. I'm impressed. Look at that. Alright. We're going to do... I should have worn a different shirt for this. Gotta do the neck. And you can even do the back of the hands. Get as much use out of this product as you can. Okay? And then, like I said, you can even do the armpits to detox. And you know those like annoying little chicken bumps? Like that you get on the back of your arms? You can use it for that. Okay. Actually, I think my hands, which is weird because I washed them, that must not be from my hands. That looks like it's makeup right there. It must have been from my neck and I just didn't look at it. Now that makes me want to go back and like make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. There we go. There we go. And then you're just going to let this sit for a few minutes. You're really supposed to wait like 15 minutes. Do you know how long that is in live time? Alright. It's 9:20 right now. It's 9:20. So I can talk to you about other things. Because I made notes on this for myself. Because when I go live, my brain doesn't brain, so I have to make notes. Because I get distracted. So, on day one, as we've already done, double cleanse. So I used Make Off. And then I used my handy dandy Dream Clean. And then I did my exfoliant. Like I said, you can either use this or you can use skin polish. Okay? Final thing we're going to do in 15 minutes is we're going to put on a light moisturizer and call it done. Now, in the morning, since I did toner pads tonight, in the morning I can use skin polish just to like kind of polish off any like dead flaky cells that didn't come off when I did the peel. I can do that, of course, after I wash my face, and then still use a light moisturizer, and you would want to use a sunscreen here. Okay? Now, personally, I've never been a fan of sunscreen. I'll tell you why. Because I've read several things where certain sunscreens with certain chemicals can actually enhance the effects of the sun in the wrong way. So, of course, we need sun, but some of us need to be protected from sun. Like, we could burn, which is not always great. So, our sunscreen, yes, I am a little partial, but at least find, I can't think of what the word is. And I know I didn't write down. Ours has zinc oxide in it. I know that. And I feel like that's not the word that I want. It also has chicory root in it, which gives you anti-aging benefits to it. But it is not, I think zinc oxide might be the word that I want. It's not like it's a natural sunscreen, okay? Let's just say that. It doesn't have all the chemicals. It's not going to magnify the sun. You do want to protect your sun, especially after you do a chemical peel. Plus, the benefits of our sunscreen is it's also a primer for your makeup, so you don't need priming spray. Just throwing that out there. Okay. So you can do that, or you should do that in the morning, especially after you exfoliate. Making sure I'm putting that out there for you. Even if it's in the winter, because our sunscreen also protects from, like, damage from, like, the outside elements. See, I can't brain. My brain does not brain. But I know what I'm saying with where I'm going, with what I'm doing, with what I mean. Okay? Okay. Okay. So the point of skin cycling, the reason that it's important is when you exfoliate, it sweeps away, obviously, the dead skin, and it helps cell turnover. So it is important to do that. And there was something else I was going to say. Overuse of exfoliants can cause thinner skin, and it can also tear the skin. You don't want to over-exfoliate. So that's why skin cycling is great, because it's on a 5-day cycle, the skin cycling that I'm doing. Exfoliate on Monday, and then you're going to do, on day 2, you're going to do your retinol and your treatment, and day 3 through 5 is where you do your slugging and all of those things, okay? Like, you know, your anti-aging creams and whatever. There, okay? Super moisturize your face. That way you give your skin time to, like, repair before you do another exfoliating cycle. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Thank you for the follow, Coughing Gloom. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on down there, but I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because if I pay attention to what you're saying, then we already know, we've established my brain doesn't brain. Okay. What else did I want to tell you? I felt like there was something else important that I put in my notes, but I don't see it. I already told you about retinol, so we've covered that. That's it. That's all I wrote. I must have written everything. Also, if you were to use skin polish or Power Start or a physical exfoliant, you wouldn't want to use it for open blemishes because it can irritate and spread the problem and make it worse. So you could create more acne by doing that. What do you need from me?
You trimmed my hair.
You are just going to have to wait.
I thought you'd be done. I took a shower and everything.
Well, I am sorry, but I am not done.
But you know how long I take to shower. You can't blame me for thinking that you'd be done.
And what is the... Do I look good, Mr. What is it, Mr. Anderson?
I just need 5 more seconds to make sure I
Look good.
Do
I look good, Mr.
Carter?
Is it Mr. Carter? That doesn't sound correct. Help me out. Is that TikTok? Is it Mr. Carter? Is anybody there to answer that question?
No.
I thought it was Mr. Anderson.
No.
Whatever. There are 4 people there. You're a liar.
No one's there.
Everybody's there.
No one's here. It's just
This-
me and you in this lonely world. You only have me to rely on. I've been here for you, always.
I don't think you're Jesus.
You can never escape me.
You don't look like Jesus.
Really? Are you sure about that? Look at me right now. Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure you're not Jesus. You're too mean to me to be Jesus. You can't be
You mean
Jesus.
honest?
No. Mean.
I'm honest and you get offended because I say it in a tone you don't
Okay.
like.
We're done with you. We love you, but we're done with you. Pip pip cheerio.
Will you after you're done?
After I'm done. Pip pip
Mhm.
cheerio. Carry on.
Get me. I'll be in my room.
Okay. Alright. We're done with that. I don't know what else I can be doing right now. Because I still have like a whole nother 8 minutes to talk to you. I really could have probably kept it. I don't know. She wasn't being very funny. I'm not amused. I'm not amused. I'm not. So I can take a minute and I can tell you about my day. You want to know how my day went? I am training a new, well, she's not a new driver. She's actually, it's weird. She came from the same county that I came from, and we were both driving in the same county at the same time, and now she moved down here. She followed me. And she didn't know she followed me, because I didn't even know her where we were before. Okay, so anyways, she's going to take my place because we're moving this weekend. So that's why my lives have been kind of sporadic, because my brain, yeah, I think I just have ADHD. Okay, anyways, so we're moving, and this morning, she's been driving since Friday, so I've just been riding with her in the bus. This morning, she proceeds to tell me that she's been awake since 1 a.m. So, she's been awake since 1 a.m. because her boyfriend's son threw up all over the place. I have made it 5 years driving a bus. 5 years. I started in March of 2018. It is now March of 2023. I have made it 5 successful years without ever having to clean up vomit on the school bus. Never. Not even close, not even a little bit, not even thought about it. Okay? Not even. She tells me about her puke story this morning, and this afternoon, for no reason whatsoever, one of our kids, he was the next stop too. We were like 5 minutes away, maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes away from his house. 10 minutes away from his house. And he starts probably closer to 5 if he hadn't started throwing up. Because she slowed down and she stopped at one point because of it. Okay, so about 5 minutes away from his house, he starts throwing up hot dog water. And I say hot dog water because it was clear throw up with chunks of hot dog in it. And the only reason I know that is because he decided he was going to tell another student that it was hot dog. So it was a bunch of water and hot dog. So you should have seen it. It was quite a joke. I have never used, because like I said, I have never had to clean up throw up on the school bus before. So I have never used a spill kit. Now, I don't know what kind of a joke of a spill kit they gave me. I'm not even lying to you. It was like a fold out little very thin plastic dustpan. Like probably not even this big. Okay? It was like, the dustpan was like this size right here. And it had like this plastic flap on it that you like rip off. And I guess you're supposed to like scoop it in there. My son had bigger shovels when he was a toddler to play with than this shovel was. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Because you can't use a broom, because if you use a broom, then you have to throw away said broom because now it's got throw up on it. And it's considered hazardous material, and it's got to go in a red hazmat bag, and you have to wear gloves and a mask and all of this stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I get it, okay? I get it. But, like, as a mom who cleans up throw up, thankfully my kids mostly make it to the toilet, or the trash can, because I don't really like throwing up in the toilet, because even if the toilet's clean, like, it's probably the throw up that I smell, but there's like this smell that goes along with throw up in the toilet, and like, I know it's the toilet, and I just can't. So I started giving my kids trash cans. I'm like, because knowing that I'm at the toilet throwing up, I don't care if I cleaned it yesterday, it just makes me want to throw up more. It's not a fun time. It's not fun times. Okay, you really didn't come here for me to discuss with you about throw up. Sorry, but that was my afternoon, so I'm just being real with you. That was my afternoon. Okay. My face, it's dry. I think we're okay. It's dry. So we're going to go ahead and moisturize, and because my skin is like, we're oily and dry and all the things. At the same time, I use skin therapy for my moisturizers. This one might actually be Cool Balm. You know what? I'm going to use Cool Balm instead, since I exfoliated and I did a chemical peel, because this one's for acne prone skin. And since my pores are open, we're not trying to, because my skin is super, I don't know, super angry when it comes to picking up things it doesn't need to pick up. Alright, let's go ahead and do all of that. And that's literally it. So on night 1, you were going to use 4 products. Now obviously if you did a face mask, you would leave the face mask on your face for about 15 minutes. If you did something like Power Start, or which also has exfoliating beads in it, you do not want to use a physical exfoliant that has anything that's not spherical. So jojoba beads are spherical and they roll. They're gentle. You wouldn't want to do like salt or anything like that. Like, I don't even know if they make anything like that, but if they do, make sure it's a spherical exfoliant. That's all I got. If you have questions about any of the products that I used for this, just let me know. If you'd like to learn more, if you want to change your skincare routine, you're not happy with your skincare routine, whatever the case may be. I also do samples that I can send out, so if you're like looking for new skincare that you're not satisfied with, and you want to try new skincare before you buy new skincare, because there's nothing wrong with that. You can try it first. I can send you some samples. Also, if you were to try something and you didn't love it, we have a 30-day happiness guarantee, and it works and it's easy. You just fill out a form, you stick all the product back in the box and send it back if you don't love it, okay? Super easy. We stand behind what we say, which is what I love, because have you ever been like, I hate ads where they're like, oh, we do a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm so afraid to buy from them because I'm like, what if they don't? What if they're lying? What if they're lying to me? I'm not lying to you. I've actually had a couple people send things back that they decided that they didn't like, which is totally fine, and they got their money back for it. And I can track it, and I can make sure that you do, because I can see it on my side. So, yes, anything that you try that you don't love, doesn't matter how much of it you've used, you can send it back, so long as it is postmarked before your 30 days is up, okay? It's got to be postmarked before the 30th day. That's all I got. I'll be back again for night 2 of skin cycling. In the morning, my routine is going to be, I don't know, I might come back in the morning just to do what my routine would be. But I'm going to wash my face and moisturize my face. And I'm out of sunscreen, so I can't sunscreen my face. But that would be the 3rd step. That's it. Oh wait, I lied, because I said I was going to do skin polish. I will if I remember. I don't know. We'll see how flaky my face is. I may or may not use skin polish, because I really badly needed to exfoliate my face, because I noticed it earlier. And if you're having issues with your foundation being cakey, check and see if you need to exfoliate your face, because it starts with good skincare. Pretty sure we all know that by now, but if you didn't know that, make sure your skincare game is up to date. So, depending on how flaky I am in the morning, like if there was anything that didn't get picked up or peeled off with the toner pad, I may use skin polish. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow night for night 2 with treatments and things. Thanks for hopping on, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining me. I am Kimberly Renee, and I'm a beauty guide with Lime Life by Alcone, but mostly I just do TikToks to make you laugh and just to have fun. That's what I do. But I figured you should kind of know what I do, because I don't really talk about it a whole lot. So this is what I do. See you tomorrow.